Welcome to the Noble Faculty Podcast.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Noble Faculty Podcast. I am your host Toba Lashe, and I am happy to be with you today.
Special guest.
You see, this is the problem. Yeah, you can't take some people anywhere. So I've got my cousin in the studio with me, and
You know the vibes.
let me just say something. He'll introduce himself very soon, but this cousin of mine, forget this nonsense behavior that he's doing. Yeah, he's displaying some very nonsense, and I've tried to train him, but I don't understand the guy. But I'm quite proud of him. He's done a lot of things, good things for himself. Boy from Peckham.
Sure.
So we're in the studio today, in the Noble studio, Noble Faculty studio. As I said to you from the last podcast, we've got our own studio, and we're halfway there. I mean, at least it's at a recordable level. We can record now, and I've brought my cousin in, and he said yes, he's happy to jump on the podcast for today's edition. So I actually appreciate you being here, Ade.
You know the vibes.
I'm detecting a sort of Kanye vibe right now, and you're not normally like that.
No. It's the mic. I got the mic in front of me, so I feel implied to
Oh, so the mic does something different to you. You know the vibe.
My inner me, man. Just bring it out once in a lifetime. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So go ahead, Ade. Can you just introduce yourself? What do you do?
Hi guys. That's how it's so worky. Hi guys. It's a bit mad.
You've got to be like that sometimes.
Yeah, I'm so used to doing that work, and it's so forced. It's so forced. Hi guys.
You know that accent. I hate when my son says, "He will say, Dad, you sound so different on the phone when you're talking to work people." It's like, do you understand the hustle?
Go easy, man.
Imagine if I started going, so how are you? Boss, what do you want me to do today? No, it's not going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work. So, Adi, tell us what you do. Give us a bit about your background.
Okay, my name is Ade. So, as he mentioned, I'm unfortunately now towards my end of my late 20s.
Unfortunately, you better be thankful you
to see. I ain't young no more, man. I still feel like a baby boy, but you know the vibes. But,
you don't look like one.
I'm still sweet. Still,
you don't look like a baby.
I would say ask your wife, but I don't want to say that one. I'm joking.
Wow. Okay.
I'm joking. I got too much respect for her. But I'm a young lad from South London. I'm currently working in an IT consultancy as a client relationship manager. People always ask me what I did at university. I studied criminology. And then the next question is, why do you study criminology? And my simple response is, I wanted to do law. But I didn't want to do law. So criminology was the best middle ground between the two. So I thought if I enjoyed the criminology, I can use that as a stepping stone to move into law. And then I realized how long law takes. And I thought, I like money. I don't like the long-term hustle of it. So I thought, let me go straight into something else, which makes me money, where I am now. So, yeah.
Okay. And you see, I'm glad because even we've never had that conversation before, actually, about why you did criminology and why you didn't. And for me, it feels like a young black man from Peckham, criminology, and then money. Those three things don't connect.
Yeah. What I'm saying.
There's no synergy, and yet here you are. You've done really well for yourself, actually. I'm quite proud of you. But how did you do with the distractions coming from Peckham? Because I know there were probably, I'm sure there were probably opportunities for you to go the wrong way, a different way.
Yeah, most definitely. Do you know what it was, yeah? To be fair, a lot of it comes down to you played a big part in that aspect of things where...
What, me personally?
Yeah, I won't lie.
Wow. I did not pay him to say that, I assure you.
No, honestly, you played a big part, obviously, when you first came over. Obviously, I didn't rate you one bit. And I thought, who's this Razzie? I don't know, man. Who's this nerd?
Yeah. You didn't rate anybody from Nigeria, basically. Anybody with an accent, you didn't rate.
Obviously,
you're racist, basically.
Indirectly, yeah. In my own little bubble of doing London boy, I was thinking, this guy's coming and disturb my life. But
can you imagine? And you're not even born in London.
Imagine. There's a Maza.
Go on.
But yeah, so in the sense that, and I won't say I say my mum played a big part as well. Maybe like, I was scared, man.
What, scared of what?
I get in trouble. I'm not gonna lie. It got to that stage. I was literally scared of getting in trouble, innit? But obviously, I was in around the. Do you know what it was with me? I mean, let me break it down a bit more detail. Is that I was in around a bad crowd. I had that fear factor of that. Okay, that most people do have that. Oh shit! If I mess up,
Yeah.
my mum's onto me, and at the same time, I had you there, so you kind of showed me, not showed me, but I understood. There's another path. You never went down that path. I saw directly. You didn't go down that path. Whereas some people might saw obviously. But at the same time, don't get me wrong. I probably when I was a young age, I probably wanted to be a bad boy or be amongst the thing. But with me, I was more in around it, but I wasn't active. I was more of a passenger.
Yeah.
I'll be open about it. I was definitely a passenger. Even though mentally, I might want to be more than a passenger, but I know I wasn't ready for that lifestyle, boy, because, oh boy, the trouble you're in after that is long.
Yeah.
So funny enough, I did get into trouble. I'm not going to say I was an angel.
Not everybody's an angel.
Yeah, I got in some serious trouble, but I had, sense to get out of that situations. Thank God. And then, yeah, that's literally what it is. I think everybody, I was more on money, not to lie to you.
Yeah. Yeah, but you see, this is the thing. That your drive or your focus on trying to get money could have gotten you into trying to do things that you shouldn't have done.
Do you know what it was? Yeah, there's let me not lie to you. The common, I think let's be direct here. I think what you're trying to imply is like selling drugs, then blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
That wasn't for me, man. I had no interest. Honestly, I had no interest. It was no interest. My friends,
But that wasn't even the only way.
Yeah.
Because there are other ways in which you could have made money. You know.
And that one is a different story, but
Yeah.
we move in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that particular one, I had friends that were actually actively were doing it.
Okay.
But I had no interest. I knew it was not for me. Didn't care for it. You don't do you. Enjoy yourself.
I'm glad you've mentioned that you had friends and you were around it because you were definitely, so you're saying you were definitely exposed to it.
Yeah.
So what now happened with those friendships then? Or some of those friends? Like what?
Do you know, to this day, some of them, they still do their thing. But I know myself that, as I said, the one thing which is a gift and a curse, I guess, for me is that I'm very stubborn.
Yeah.
And if I don't want to do something, I'm not doing it. Peer pressure cannot tell me to do anything to an extent. But peer pressure might get me to buy chairs I don't like. But when it comes to more serious things like that, I'm not doing it. I have no interest. So with those, some friends, with naturally life goes on that. So the same friends everyone knows, was one thing my school teacher said to me was that, which is crazy to believe that's actually true, is that all your friends that you are now in school with in 10 years time, you would not be friends.
Ooh.
And it not lied to you, it's the truth.
Ooh.
If you can't, there was a batch of us, like 15 of us, I think I actively speak to one.
Boom.
When I say actively, that because we talk, but there's people I'll here and there, I'll say hi and have random conversations, but I'm not friends with them.
Yeah.
We're all friends by going to school together.
Yeah.
So the reason why I said that is because with regards to moving on, fast forward to my late teens, early 20s, it was kind of the same. I was very, I was bougie. I'm not lie to you, very very bougie.
What does bougie mean?
To me, in a sense, I thought I was. A lot of people. That's a good question. Actually, a lot of people used to think the terminology. You think you're too nice.
Okay. You thought you were better than they were.
No, people thought that about me.
Yeah. So so that's what I'm saying. People were saying
That I
that
felt
you think.
because I didn't partake in certain activities.
Yeah.
So because some people do something, I said, I'm not on it. Don't think I don't think she's too nice.
Because you don't want to do things that
Literally.
don't benefit you.
Yeah. So and obviously that's how, rumblings happen with friendships and people saying, oh, like, f*** and vice versa. I'm not really on trying to learn. So, and amongst other things happen with relationships, don't want to go into detail, but people fall out and then we move on. And I was very, 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 at that stage of life, if I didn't mess with you, I'm dropping you out. And I have no time. Oof. I was very harsh with it. And in essence, at that time, it made sense, but at the same time, now that I'm older, the most important thing that I realize is relationships are quite kind of important. So to burn bridges, as long as it makes sense, do it. But if it doesn't make sense, at least be mutual. To be
So you know what? You've actually introduced today's topic very, very brilliantly, which is that
Well, I'll try, you know.
you know something. You think you're too nice.
As one
No,
says. But, yeah.
I tell you what, Adi. The reason why I say that is, as I said to you before, I'm proud of where you are now to get to where you are because you're ambitious and you've got this vision of where you want to be. But you've now mentioned the importance or the significance of relationships, and we were talking about it before, and it's like you had to shed some weight. So. And this is what today's podcast is about, which is shedding weight and the right type of weight. And when I'm saying weight, I mean you're on your maybe professional, personal relationships. Some of them are like the wrong type of weight. So it's like, you know, in boxing, you have different weight classes, right? You need to make weight to do certain things, right? So in order for you to, let's say, run a business or to have a career, you need to have the right type of people around you, helping you, aiding you, right? But then there are some people who are hanging on to you, but they're not adding anything to you. They're not adding value to you. And that's what you've kind of done. You've just shed weight.
Yeah, I guess so. But I guess it could work both ways as well. Somebody could shred me.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you know
so-
what? And sometimes you need to accept that.
Yeah.
When, you know, and I always have these conversations with a lot of people, and people are in your life for a reason.
Yeah.
It could be a season, and it could be long term as well. So you're right. Maybe you're in their lives for a season, so to speak.
Yeah.
So, but I'm glad you've mentioned that, you know what, you had to cut some people off because they were not doing anything for you. But how easy is it doing that?
For me, don't lie to you. Open my eyes today. Told you tomorrow, you had gone.
Really?
There's no, I don't have, when I was younger, now I'm more calculated.
Okay.
When I was younger, I really didn't care, man. If I don't mess with you,
But
good life.
is that
enjoy
because
yourself.
of where you wanted to be? Or, you know?
I'm not sure if it was calculated where I want to be or just more stubbornness. One of the two. Honestly, I don't know. As I said, I to an extent I am still very stubborn. So if I see you taking a piss or I don't feel your value to me or I'm like, cool. I enjoyed the ride. Now we jump a new bus. It's literally that's all it is, isn't it? So, but there's a few people that I did honestly say that I burnt that bridge and then those relationships, which I generally kind of regret.
Okay.
I have two people in my mind right now I can think about actually, and it was over some stupid nonsense, to be honest. And it's because they say time heals all wounds and all that stuff, but also it's kind of hard to start again.
Is it though?
So making that approach, like one of them is actually a female, and me and this girl was like super, super, super close. And then due to one of the persons, funny enough, who I actually dropped out.
Okay.
This is the reason why I dropped him out, for a reason, obviously. There was a tension between some form of miscommunication happened between.
Yeah.
He must have said something which I don't know where he came from, and then told me and told something totally different, and then we just stopped talking. And because I was so easy to drop her out, I thought, you know what? And then, in essence, I kind of miss her. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I missed her friendship.
Yeah.
And she was a good, really, really good friend to me, and then something so trivial has now ended it. And I personally don't think we'll ever get back to that position again.
You really think so?
I've seen her multiple occasions. It's not gonna work.
But can I say something to you? Have you ever tried to address what the issue?
Do you know what? I haven't. Do you know what? I haven't tried to address it per se. She's actually close friends with one of my cousins, which is crazy. And then I asked my cousin like, what actually happened? And she told him something, and I was like, what? Where did that come from? I was proper confused. I was like, what? Where? Okay, cool. So when I next see her, which God knows when I will see her, I'm gonna approach her. But even when I do, I know we're not gonna be friends again. It is what it is, isn't it?
But you see, and this is where I think we need to be accountable for what we say and what we do. I'm not so sure you would never be friends again, or maybe it's not even a case about being friends as such. Don't you think it would be right for you to address from your point of view what you thought it was, what the issue was, and she should air what she thought the issue was?
Yeah, I think
just so that you clear the animosity, even if you're not friends anymore.
Yeah, I think that's something that's definitely needed, 100%. It's been close to 10 years, man. Wow. Very long time. That's why I'm saying she's now got 2 kids and it's like,
Listen,
you know what I mean? It's done.
No, it's not done. I disagree with you there
Yeah.
because you know what? If something needs to be corrected, it's always right. It's always the right time to make things right. So I think you should still address it. Even maybe the relationship won't be what it was because you're not who you were 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So clearly she's grown, she's matured, she's different now. But maybe the friendship or the relationship will take on a new life form.
Yeah, probably.
But it's important to clear the animosity so that when you do see each other, it's not awkward.
Yeah, I agree. I think even though I said earlier I was very keen on like just dropping people out, but obviously now that I'm seeing those people, I might now actively, like before, I'll walk past you, I won't say nothing to you, I'll actually ignore you. You have no relevance to my life no more. Hated it. I'll see you. I was known for that as well, which is very bad. I was actually known for like literally ignoring people. Like you are a ghost to me now. Like you are Casper to me. If I see you,
cold.
That's how I was. I was literally, and I realized, obviously with age, I now realize I wasn't that deep in it. So when I do see people now, when I try to say hello to them, they're now surprised. They're like, okay, how do I respond to you say hello to me now? So it's a bit awkward, but I am cool. I apologize for what I did, or even if I was wrong, I still apologize, innit? So I try to say that cool, let bygones be bygones, and then we move. So like we might not be friends, but at least now I'm acknowledging you.
Yeah.
Whereas before I would not even acknowledge you.
Do you know what? You've mentioned quite a number of times about burning bridges.
Yeah.
Where do you stand on that if you've burnt the wrong bridge?
It's a perfect example with this. My friend, I was saying,
Yeah.
it was wrong. I should not have burnt that bridge.
Yeah, but do you think? You see, my thing is, I don't think you should burn any bridge, not because of the possibility of what somebody would do can do for you. It's just sometimes if something ends, you need to acknowledge it for what it is, and that we don't have a relationship. But it doesn't mean we need to end on bad terms.
I said I totally agree with that. I said the younger me didn't. I didn't understand that. Now I totally agree. I don't need to burn a bridge anymore, man.
But do you believe in building burnt bridges?
If it's valuable, yeah, it makes sense. Like,
If it's valuable, I love that term.
Makes sense.
If it's valuable.
like one of the things, obviously, my mum and dad, to be fair, always used to say that obviously, you know the famous saying, "You're a dad now," so I imagine you probably say the same thing. The people you hang around reflect who you are,
Yes.
and then how they can
Yes.
embrace you and how you can
Yes.
move you forward in life as well. So if you're around the wrong people, I used to see like, oh no, he's cool, man. I don't really mind. You know what? Actually, the segue is actually perfect. Actually, back to the other bit. So in regards to my younger days,
Yeah.
there were people who I knew were not serious or were on certain stuff,
Yeah.
but I was still around them because I thought, yeah, well, we're friends, isn't it? That doesn't mean I have to be with them all the time or I have to
Yes.
be like associated. But at the same time, that association got me into trouble
Okay.
with other people
Right.
purely because obviously they knew I was friends with X, Y, and Z.
Yes.
So it plays a part toward the parents. Your association does play a massive part into what happens in your life. There's two extremes, literally. The cool people just vibes in, do
Yeah.
their thing, play basketball, go clubbing, and just
Yeah.
grab girl, and you know the vibes. And then you had the one person who wants to be your friend only in those situations, but not be your friend fully. Do you understand? Because he feels too cool for school.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So
That relationship was a bit of unneeded weight for me personally. And now in hindsight, I know that. But at the time, I didn't realize that. So I totally relate to what you're saying about friends. So let's come to this point of, I do this thing on the podcast where I have these kind of actions or call to action, like nuggets of information. So what kind of advice or what kind of reflection would you give to people in your young, wise mind?
do you know what's mad? Yeah, I did this recently as well. One of my friends, she's a teacher, and she reached out to me to do like a little background about who I am and what would I say to my younger self. And I'll say this exactly the same thing which I said in that video I did for her. I think it was like 3 points actually. First point, enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself.
Enjoy the ride.
Okay.
Surf that wave.
I'm assuming you mean
Life.
both good and bad.
No. Just enjoy
Well,
life.
you need to explain
Okay,
enjoy.
okay.
What does enjoy yourself mean? I don't understand that.
Enjoy yourself. Literally, everyone's definition of enjoyment is different. Some people could be going to church every day. Some people could be going clubbing. If you play football, it could be wherever you want. wherever you feel that's
Do whatever makes you happy.
Literally.
All right. So first
Enjoy
thing is do
yourself.
whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself
Yeah,
being happy.
fully.
Good. All right.
And then don't watch face in essence of that enjoyment as well, because at the end of the day, because you like it, it doesn't mean somebody else will like it as well.
Okay.
Most important thing is, as long as you're happy, be content, do your thing.
So again, identify who you are.
Yeah, basically,
Regardless of who might
correct.
like you or who might not like you.
100%.
So as long as you're happy with who you are
100%.
and what you're doing.
100%.
Ah, right. I like that. Actually.
Because they're not living your life. It's you're living your life.
It's
So,
true.
Oh boy, you better enjoy that ride because
Right.
yeah. But secondly, I would say take risk.
Take risks.
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
Elaborate on that for us a little bit more. Explain.
So with me, when I was younger,
Yeah.
I was taking risks, but I don't think I was taking deep ones.
Okay.
It was at knees length. If that makes sense.
You thought you were taking risks,
Yeah,
but you're being safe.
Yeah, I was. I was thinking about this recently. I was actually being very, very safe. If I
But is that a bad thing?
yes or no.
The reason why I say that is the risk you took are a reflection of where you were at that time,
Yeah, I can say
right?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously, now that you're more mature, you've gone through certain things. You're saying you would definitely have taken more risks.
Yeah, of course, 100%. Obviously, now I'm getting to that age now where any risk I take, if it messes up, oh boy, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm not lie to you. You'd rather be in trouble when there's more trouble around you when you're younger.
Yeah.
Do you understand? When there's
When you've
now,
got something to fall back on.
literally, you have. It's right now. If I mess up now, is an interesting story. you can always bounce back from a setback.
Yeah.
The famous line is a setback is set for a comeback. I believe in that thoroughly. That's one of the things. If I don't have no
Go on,
time,
repeat that. I didn't get that. A setback.
a setback is a setup for a comeback.
A setback is a setup for a comeback.
Yeah.
Boom. I love it. That's the
Yeah.
title of the podcast. I like that.
And my second slogan, if I ever had a tattoo, which I doubt I ever will, be one of these two lines. Tough times don't last. Tough people do.
Ooh.
So
Tough times don't last. Tough people do. So in essence,
do the arm emoji.
you used to tell me I was corny. I think you're corny.
Do you know what's mad? Yeah, it's only too recently I can openly say I'm a nerd.
What? Wait, are you admitting that you're...
Yeah, I'm a nerd. Do you know it's my? Do you know it's my surroundings that made me different.
Yeah.
If I wasn't from Peckham, I'd probably be a totally different person, you know. I'm not even gonna lie. I swear to God, I'm a nerd, man. But I accept that still. Now I accept it. I don't really care, man.
You gave me a lot of grief.
No, but you was a
when we were
proper
growing-
nerd, though.
No,
Man.
No.
I'm
no more nerdy than any other
no,
person.
No.
You gave me grief. I can tell stories about when you used to make fun of me.
Because you was a boffin. I'm not a boffin.
No,
you was. You know what I mean?
Okay, do you admit you were a troll?
100%. I still am today.
You are a troll.
100%.
Do you remember our last trip to Paris?
Yeah, what happened?
You trolled me.
What did I do? I
When
can't
we,
remember.
I don't know. You. This is my point. You're just a natural troll.
Nah,
You just enjoy. You do it for the fun of it.
100%.
Why?
It's funny.
What?
It's all it is. It's funny, man.
What?
Oh boy, you can't laugh. You will die. What do you mean? I can't be frying my face for the whole day.
Wow. So because you want to laugh, you troll people.
And I'm
You realize you work people up. You really grind
100%.
people. And you know that.
Yes, 100%. Listen, 100%.
Do you go to people and say, you know what, I was only messing with you?
Sometimes I don't.
I can't believe you. I can't believe
Why
you.
not? Listen, at the end of the day, it's the same way I give to people, I expect it back as well.
Yeah.
So I'm good as I get. So it's
Not a lot of people can do what you do because to you it comes naturally. It does come naturally.
No, I can just be very annoying. I don't know if it's trolling. I don't know if I'm annoying or I'm a troll. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah, but you annoy on purpose. You annoy for fun.
Yeah, I can do that. Like to backtrack to the Paris trip.
Yeah.
Can you acknowledge your behavior then? Why you deserve to be trolled?
No.
I
I don't know what
want
you're talking about.
a grown man was sulking because of
I
tea.
was not sulking because
Because of tea.
I was not sulking because of tea. I look, this is what it is here. Let's just put this out there. I had a plan of when I went to Paris. Now, our cousin that we went to meet in Paris.
It's not my
I
cousin,
know-
my uncle, but
he's
yeah.
your uncle.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
my cousin, right?
Yeah.
I know how he is. There's a reason why when I go to Paris, I call him last minute to say, "Oh, I'm already in Paris." Yeah, because he wants to always be around you. He will literally, monopolize your time. Okay, I don't want that. I just want to go to the center of Paris and get my tea. Can I do that, please? And you two were doing your chilled out vibe, want to just chill. And I'm not a tourist like that. I know where I want to go. I know what I want to do. And you people just took my time.
Don't say me. I followed. I was a passenger that whole trip. I don't know if I lie to you. I had no say that trip. I was just literally there to say hello to uncle and say I've come to see you. So you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, next time, now I know. We'll go to Paris again. But I'm going to leave you, go and get my stuff, and then I'll come back. I enjoyed when we went shopping afterwards. Towards it. Again, last minute.
Why did you enjoy the shopping? Because there was discounts everywhere. Closing down sale. I enjoyed it too. Don't worry.
I'm not even gonna lie. That was a nice. That was probably. You know what? I don't do shopping for myself.
Okay.
I buy when I need, if that makes sense. The only thing that I would really ever buy, because I don't need, even if I don't need it, are shirts and suits. I love my suits.
Okay.
And shirts.
He bought a couple questionable stuff in that department.
What does that mean?
You know what I mean? Obviously, he's shown his age in those stuff he was buying. I was like, bro,
What?
oh boy.
No. What do you mean? What questionable stuff?
I was one checkered jacket like this. I can't remember you or something with your. I can't. You know
Are you
your.
okay, fam?
You thought you were suave. I was
No,
just
if
looking at
I
you
was
thinking,
not married, I'd be getting girls right now. What are you talking about?
whoa,
What?
oh boy.
This guy, I can't believe you. I can't believe you.
I said we're from. There's a big. Is that 10-year gap, right?
Between us, 8.
8. Okay.
You're not so young anymore.
Sure.
You're 29 this year.
Wow.
29.
I didn't want that to be public. It's not public knowledge.
You're 29.
Hashtag-
Wait, have you been lying? Have you been lying about your age?
Never.
You do that? Are you doing that typical Nigerian thing?
Never. Could it work? Nah, so that means it won't work. But nah, never. I've never. I'm the cool. I'm still fly.
You're not fly. You're not cool.
Wow.
You're not.
Coming from you, I don't.
You're one of us now.
No way.
You're one of us now.
I'm a big man, but I'm not 30. yeah.
Don't rap.
I can
Don't-
still
don't-
scream it.
don't-
I can
don't-
still scream it.
Don't rap
But
on my podcast.
as they say, the 30s is like is your 20s, but with money. That's the big thing they say in it. So you have more money now, you can enjoy life more in it. But obviously you have more responsibilities. So
Yeah,
and you're gonna shed a lot more weight. Back to the topic. You're gonna shed weight with people.
You do
your
need to shed.
30s.
I think you need to shed you need to shed the right type of weight and gain the right type of weight. So shed the wrong type of weight and gain the right type of weight.
Yeah, because one thing that back to what I would say to my younger self. The third thing I would say was so I said, have fun, take risks, networking. That's one of my weakest traits that I don't have is to network with people. I'm very introvert but extrovert, if that makes sense. I'm extrovert around the people I know,
Yeah.
but introvert
Around people you're comfortable with.
Yeah,
Yes.
correct. Which is totally the wrong format. But obviously within my role, I'm forced to speak to people.
Yeah.
Like I have to speak to people. That's how I make my bread and butter. So what I would say to my younger self is, in regards to burning those bridges, is that have more of an open mind and speak to people in the sense that there's certain people that I would never thought I'd be cool with now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, wow, you actually could. Perfect example would be when I was in college. It was just like 30 of us from Peckham went to college. Yeah, we just a gang vibe.
It was
Wasn't literally gang per se, but
No,
it's
but
figure of speech. Just put it out there.
You guys were like a
Yeah,
group
yeah.
of people from the same
Yeah,
area.
and then we just colonize ourselves in that. You know what I mean? Our own boys knew us. Every day we were in black. They knew us.
Are you serious?
It was uniform. We didn't have uniform. No, but yeah, obviously we stuck together. That's all we knew. But so everybody got pretty much out of the 30 of us. Yeah, I think it's like 5 or 6 of us made to second year. Everyone got kicked out.
Really?
Everyone got kicked out. When I told you I was not part of the crowd, I told you, you don't be doing your nonsense. I'll go to my lesson. Oh boy, I've got ambition. They don't call me as ambition for no reason, but you know.
That and you know what I want to say that people know you as Ads Ambition. Where did that name come from?
I love money.
Oh, dear.
The ambition to make
I
money.
just want to say something, right? You're not giving Nigerians a good name right now. We're not all about money.
Oh boy, I don't know about that, boy. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. But no, we're not okay. Let's rephrase that. We're not all about making bad money. We're about making good. You know what I mean? That's just the stigma of all we know is making.
We're about ambition.
What do you mean?
I think the mindset of a typical Nigerian household is, if you're here, you can get to another place.
Amen.
Right? It's not all. I know people talk about money a lot, but it's not about the money as such. It's about improvement, continuous improvement.
Correct.
Continuous progressive improvement.
Correct.
So yeah, I do agree with that. And they believe in order to show you've improved, it needs to bring money.
Correct.
I believe.
Correct.
I get that. I get that.
Money is just a enabler. That's all it is.
I'm glad you said that because you were getting me worried there for a second.
No. See, money is literally just an enabler. If we're all stuck in the desert somewhere, I can't go and buy something. Maybe I can actually. You know, you can actually still. I just got to buy. You can buy.
Wow.
You can, but it's literally just there to enable you to do what you can and you can't do, innit? So, for somebody who's come from a second generation immigrant into London, you didn't have the best things you had when you was younger, and you see your mates buying it, and you felt a type of way in it.
You know, I totally get that.
Yeah, you felt a type of way. So
that.
that's why. So a bit of a background to why. That's why I am very money orientated in the sense that, and I hated that feeling
of not
I'm
being
not able to have.
Yes,
I'd never know to have that feeling, and then I don't want God willing, my children will never experience that feeling as well.
Yeah.
So that's what drives me. Do you understand? It's like now if I want to buy something, I can buy it, but I don't buy it because I don't want to buy it. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Whereas before I couldn't buy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was out of your reach.
You know what I mean?
And you always wanted it because it was out of your reach.
Yeah.
But now that it's within reach,
listen,
I don't need to buy
I'm
it.
wearing these traders now. You see these traders, yeah?
Yeah.
To most people think this is just any
Aren't
training.
these the
110s, yeah, 110s.
Yeah.
They're now 119, but she's crazy. But inflation, eh? But hey, we're not lying. But hey, I was they can't call 110s no more. But hey, when I was younger, I wanted these so bad. But to spend 110 on trains, my mom called it possible. It's not working. It's not gonna happen. And then when I bought this, like I know I can buy this. God knows how much I can buy it, but the entitlement of the thrill I got or the excitement I got of actually buying something like shit. I could not get this.
Yeah.
Simple 110s I have now. Like I used to play football. I don't care no more. Do you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I appreciate so much that I'm now in a position where I can afford it. And then, yeah, it's a blessing, man. If unfortunately, money gives you that impression. Obviously, if you don't have it, your world's going to end.
Yeah.
To an extent, it could happen, but I don't move purely of thinking of money. I move of I need money to do this because
Good. I love that.
I want to live like that.
Okay.
I want to give back. God willing, I'm going to be rich.
Amen. We all will.
Amen. But I'm definitely going to give back 100%. 100%. And that's maybe my weight I'm giving back to society.
You know what? I'm glad. You see, I've never heard you talk like this. We talk a lot. You talk about many different things. I've never heard you talk about why you're so on money, because now I'm beginning to realize it's not about the money at all. It's about the other things you want to do. Yeah. So you're working so hard for money now in order to put that money towards something else.
Amen.
You see, we don't hear that enough. People just say, I want to make money. But the money is just a means to an end for something else.
Listen, when I'm clear, yeah, the people around me, I know everybody says it, but they will enjoy life. I'm not gonna lie. Everyone will chop. If you want Bensalanga, go buy yourself Bensalanga. You want to go to Dubai, we'll go to Dubai. You know what I mean? We'll jai properly.
I can't believe you.
But at the same time, I know that the importance of giving back, because right now I'm gonna be openly, I'm gonna be a hypocrite. I don't give back now. That's because I envision that in the future I'll give back. But at the same time, it could be wrong. Might as well give back now when I
Wow, you can't
When
because
if-
nobody knows what the future holds.
yeah, you understand, which is something that I fight against all the time internally.
So because I'm happy again. That is another thing that shocked me about you because again, you used to mock me when we were younger. You used to mock me about doing all these youth work, voluntary work. Remember when I used to write for the magazine when I was a
I
deputy?
didn't mock you for that.
You used to no.
I don't
One of the reasons why you used to call me a neek.
No, I don't think I mocked you for that. Honestly, I don't think I did.
You did.
I
I remember.
If I don't recall, but I honestly feel I respect you for that. To be fair,
Oh, really?
Is it-
Because I think it's important to give back, and for me, I always wanted.
was that? Let's keep it all the 100. Was
Yeah.
that a give back or not? Or was that you get the opportunity?
Well, it was me doing so. I wasn't getting paid for it initially.
But you saw it as a stepping stone, correct?
I didn't do it because it was a stepping stone.
You didn't? Okay.
I didn't do it because I just enjoyed doing it.
Okay, cool. Then
I really just
if
enjoyed
that's the
doing
case,
it.
then that's stand corrected.
I really did just enjoy doing it. And obviously opportunities came from it. For me, I'll be honest with you, I had a lot of opportunities, but I didn't recognize them as opportunities. Like even all that time when we were going to Downing Street, when we were doing BBC, things like that, I didn't realize what fell into my lap. I was working for it. It wasn't like I was undeserving, but I didn't value it. I didn't realize it. I didn't recognize it. So no, I never. I just enjoyed doing what I did, and I guess that's why the opportunities came. So yeah, but I'm glad you've mentioned that. So after you gain weight, you even shed more weight by giving back.
Yeah.
I like that.
Do you know what they say? Like, once again, I'm being a hypocrite here because I'm not doing it. But how do you become successful to make other people successful?
How are you asking? Sorry,
No, say this. Not how, but by to become successful,
you make others
you
successful.
make other people successful.
I agree with that 100%.
100%.
But
But the reason why I'm agreeing with it is it's very similar to those like Ponzo schemes. Life is exactly like that. Is it Ponzo or Ponzo? Yeah, Ponzo schemes.
Ponzi, yeah.
Ponzi or is it Ponzi,
Yeah.
whatever it is. I think of Monzo, so that's what I'm saying. But anyway,
Yeah.
if I make you successful,
Yeah.
I make more money.
Yeah.
If you make me successful, you make money. It's literally a domino effect.
We all make money.
Yeah. But at the same time, take away money aspect of it, we grow. We move.
We're all growing together.
Yeah.
You don't have to. In fact, it's so funny. I was having a conversation with your mum today, actually, and she said some things in. I was almost infuriated, not infuriated at your mum, at some of the things she said, which was, I need to give certain people money. And I said, no, I work for my money. But if you told me, how can we make money together? I'll be more interested in that. And I that's where kind of I'm at now, where it's like, I don't believe in giving somebody money. Like, I don't believe in giving you a handout anymore because you will come back. But I believe in, right, what can we do with this money to make sure we both get money?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
And I don't like this whole idea of one person's successful. And then all of us have to look at the boss.
Yeah.
You know that kind of thing.
Yeah. Do you know, I can't remember if I was speaking to you about this or was it somebody else. I've kind of like changed the whole topic somehow about money. I don't know how.
It's you. You like money.
I had no intention of doing that, but somebody was saying this to me. I can't remember if it was you or somebody else, but there's always that within, like, let's say a group of friends. There's always gonna be that one person who is obviously the most successful
Yeah.
person. There's this unfortunate.
That's fine.
It's not unfortunate, but it's passionate.
that happens,
it
yeah.
happens. When that person reaches a certain level, and everybody's aspiring to catch up to that level,
Yeah.
depending on your friendship anyway, some people don't want to bring you up.
Yes.
They want you to stay at your level
Yes.
because that's where you've been all this time.
Yeah.
So in regards to shredding weight, once again, this is great segue back to the topic, but you need to understand the certain friendships that you do have and the levels of where you guys are going. So you want to be around people who genuinely want you to be happy,
Yeah.
genuinely want you to do well. You don't want people that want you to do well at a distance.
I agree with. I totally agree with that because yeah, I don't want to go into detail, but I do know of people who
They want you to do well, but not better than them.
Yes, thank you.
exactly what it
You
is.
said it. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Your money doesn't stop me from making money. So, in fact, I'm more than happy to help you get to where you want to get to. Like, I just don't understand why people feel the need to be the top dog or to hold people down. You know what? On that note, I want to say a big thank you.
You know the vibes.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You're not that guy. Why are you doing that? But thank you very
I'm the
much.
guy, man.
You're not that guy. You're not that guy. Thank you very much for doing today's podcast. Ade, you're the first guest
You know the vibes.
on you know you're the first guest on the podcast.
Honored.
You're the first person to record with me
Honored.
in this studio. And this is the first time I'm actually recording in the studio.
Crazy.
So
Just want to big you up, man. Say you're doing your thing, man. It's like to some people this might be small, but to other people it's massive. But to you, it's the most important thing. How you feel. So I applaud what you've done, what you're about to do, and by God's grace, this will move, man.
Amen.
It will move, and then
It's people
those
like
doors that you
inspire.
those that you open, bring me involved, please. 'Cause
Hey, listen,
we'll be
you
there
should know.
together.
It's
Boy.
business and group. Nobody eats alone around here.
Yeah, know the vibe.
Nobody eats alone around here. So you're absolutely right.
So I hope obviously this all goes well. This all goes well, and obviously it flourishes. And
On that note, I'll say we are noble. Remember that we are noble. We aspire. We are awesome. I want you to take today's podcast episode and reflect on yourself. Reflect on the friendships that you have and the associations that you have.
100%.
Some friendships are not friendships; they're associations. They're acquaintances, and it's important that you shed weight that is not of any value to you, and you embrace the weight that is of value to you. And when we're saying weight here, we're talking about those associations, those friendships, those acquaintances. God bless you. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. We are noble. Stay motivated. Be inspired.
stay blessed.
We are awesome.
We are noble.
We are able.
You have just listened to the Noble Faculty Podcast. You have been put on this earth for a purpose. If you are inconsistent at something, then you are consistent.
Don't waste your gift.
The time is always right to do right.
Lead, follow, or get out of the way. Get out of the fear zone.
Villagers remind you of how far you have come and how far you need to go.
You have just listened to
You have just listened to
the Noble Faculty Podcast. The Noble Faculty Podcast. The Noble Faculty Podcast. You have just listened to the Noble Faculty Podcast.